everyone. Welcome back to Multiverse of Mayhem, where we dive deep into the chaos of the MCU, DCU, and beyond. Today we're heading to Gotham City to answer the ultimate fan debate. Which live-action Batman is the most accurate to the comics? We're counting down from the least to the most faithful Dark Knight. Hit like, subscribe, and let's light up the bat signal and get to it. Now here's how we're judging. 1, motivation and mindset. Is he the detective, the symbol, the broken man? Criteria 2, tone and moral code. Does he live by the rule or bend it? 3, visuals and world building, suit, city, gadgets, atmosphere. Lastly, faithfulness. Does it feel like comic book Batman? We're focusing on major theatrical Batman, but first, two legends deserve a quick nod. Adam West, 1966, film and TV. The original Caped Crusader, bright, campy, pun-filled, and perfectly Silver Age accurate. Back then, Batman was colourful, gadget-heavy and smiling. So while he's not part of today's darker rankings, West nailed comic accuracy for his era. His version embodied the lighter, moralistic tone of 1960s comics, where villains were more pranksters than psychopaths. West's Batman was a symbol of good manners and civic virtue, a time capsule of an era when Gotham's biggest threat might have been a giant clam. Iron Glen, Titans TV, 2019 to 2021. An older, semi-retired Bruce Wayne, more mentor than vigilante, but captures the weary tone of a man who's been the Bat for decades, not theatrical, but faithful to the spirit of an aging Dark Knight. His portrayal draws from The Dark Knight Returns and Batman Beyond, where Bruce is haunted by years of violence and guilt. Glenn's calm authority and broken humility show a man who's traded vengeance for mentorship, reflecting the emotional realism of later comic arcs. All right, with that said, let's start the countdown. At number 6, we have George Clooney, 1997. The infamous Bat Nipples era, Clooney's charm couldn't save the neon chaos. Campy tone, cartoon villains, ice skates, credit cards. Yeah, comic accuracy, not even close. Batman should inspire fear, not toy sales. Clooney had potential, but the script was pure spectacle. Clooney's natural charisma worked well for Bruce Wayne, but the movie never gave him material to explore the character's psychology. His Batman smiled too easily, quipped too often, and lacked the fear factor central to the comics. He himself has since admitted he killed the franchise for a while, though unfairly since the tone was more Schumacher than Clooney. Still, if you strip away the camp, Clooney had hints of what could have been a great balance between charm and compassion. His relationship with Alfred offered genuine warmth, one of the few emotional threads that echoed Bruce's humanity in the comics. Unfortunately, the film's direction buried that under ice skates and Bat credit cards. At number 5, we have Val Kilmer, 1995. Kilmer brings introspection, the first hints of Bruce's trauma, but the movie still glows like Vegas. He scratches the detective surface, but misses the noir darkness and inner conflict. Visually, it works. Emotionally, it's halfway there. Kilmer brought an intelligence and quiet presence that felt closer to the detective archetype. He was less flamboyant than the villains and more psychologically grounded, but the film's glossy aesthetic and lighter tone kept it from fully embracing Batman's darkness. Gotham looked like a carnival, not a crime-ridden city. That said, Kilmer's introspective take deserves more credit than it gets. His Batman hinted at the loneliness, guilt and moral struggle we later saw perfected by Bale and Pattinson. You could tell he was playing a man trying to reconcile two lives, a theme pulled directly from decades of comic storytelling. Moving into number 4, Ben Affleck, 2016 to 2023. Ben Affleck's Batman is just pure Frank Miller. Older, grizzled, brutal, ripped straight from the Dark Knight Returns comic. He nails that specific era, the bulk, the rage, the moral ambiguity. But that's the trade-off. It's era-specific, not universal. His Batman breaks the no-kill code, and while it fits Snyder's tone, it bends the comic's rules. A powerhouse performance, but a specialist version of the Bat. This Batman's strength lies in physical accuracy, the design, the shorter ears, massive frame, and heavy combat style, all echo Miller's artwork. Even the Batcave and gadgets match the gritty, militarized world of his comics. He's not the world's greatest detective here, but he's the world's most dangerous man. However, his willingness to kill divides fans. In most core comics, Batman's moral code is absolute. No killing, no guns. Snyder's version bends that rule, turning him into a symbol of vengeance rather than justice. Still, for a specific comic interpretation, the older disillusioned Batman, Affleck nails it completely. Down to our last three, the bronze spot goes to Michael Keaton, 1989, 1992, 2023, the man who redefined Batman forever. Before Keaton, Batman was camp. After Keaton, he was a myth. He embodies the gothic terror and dual identity from early comics. Not yet the master detective, but the creature of the night, the visuals, the score, the suit, pure comic book noir energy. Without Keaton, we don't get modern Batman as we know him. His portrayal balances vulnerability and menace. Keaton's Bruce Wayne was quiet, almost socially awkward, a reflection of someone who truly lives two lives. The suit, the shadows, the music, everything combined to create the mythic aura of the night that the comics always described. Burton's Gotham became a character of its own. Twisted architecture, eternal night, and criminals who looked ripped from panels. Keaton thrived in that atmosphere, turning the superhero into a cinematic legend. When he returned in The Flash, it reminded everyone how foundational his version truly was. Christian Bale takes the top two spot. He was Batman from 2005 to 2012. Bale's trilogy is the most complete Batman saga. From year one style beginnings to Nightfall inspiration, he captures the trauma, the training, the moral code. Grounded realism, sharp detective work, and a crystal clear dual identity. So why not number one? Because Nolan's realism trims the mythic edges. He's soldier first, creature second. Still, Bale gives us a nearly perfect comic translation. He perfectly captures Bruce Wayne's balance, the calm billionaire facade, and the relentless warrior beneath. His interactions with Gordon, Lucius, and Alfred highlight the themes of partnership and moral duty found in the comics. Nolan's grounded realism made his Batman human. Every scar and choice felt earned. The only thing missing is myth. Nolan's realism stripped away the supernatural fear that defines the Bat in comics. Bale's Batman inspires hope, not dread. That makes him near perfect, but not fully comic accurate. Still, as a character study of Bruce Wayne's evolution, Bale stands as one of the most faithful interpretations ever filmed. Finally, at the top, Robert Pattinson. This is year two Batman, raw, obsessive, terrifying, straight out of year one and The Long Halloween. He's finally a detective again, solving crimes, following clues, working hand in hand with Gordon. The suit looks handmade, the city's rotting, and Gotham itself feels alive with corruption. He weaponizes fear, just like the comics intended, and since he hasn't mastered the Bruce Wayne mask yet, we're watching him become the myth. For the first time, Batman is truly a detective again. We see him solve riddles, analyse evidence, and work alongside Gordon, just like the comics' world's greatest detective. The suit looks functional and hand-built, and Gotham feels grimy and alive, reflecting the moral decay of the city that shapes him. What makes Pattinson number one is how he captures becoming Batman. He's not a legend yet, he's learning. His fear of losing control, his detachment from Bruce Wayne's identity, and his eventual realisation that he must become more than vengeance, all straight from comic storytelling. He's dark, tragic, intelligent, and evolving. That's the Batman from the page, finally on screen. So there you have it. Every actor left their mark on Gotham's legacy. What do you think of my ranking? Do you agree, disagree? Did I miss any? Who's the most comic accurate Batman in your eyes? Comment down if you're hashtag Team Bale, hashtag Team Keaton, or hashtag Team Pattinson below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Multiverse of Mayhem. Stay curious, stay chaotic, and I'll see you in the next one.